Okay, so here's the skinny. I know a lot of us are really new on our new spiritual journey and paths, and so we're always really seeking out other questions and understandings from people who have been through what we're going through or what we're going through. But the thing is, one thing that we have to really understand is that our spiritual journey is our own. Yes, it may be the same outline, like the process of awakening, grieving, understanding, relearning, but the dynamics of how it happens and what it looks like looks completely different from everyone else. So a lot of times we spend a great big deal of the beginning stages of our spiritual journey, rightfully so, trying to figure out why we haven't received or heard certain things like such and such has, is because, like all things in life, we can't compare our journey to someone else's, because what is meant for us is specifically meant for us and no one else. So I implore you, as we go through these groups and as we ask others their experiences, we take it with a grain of salt, take the knowledge, take the how you felt, and really loosely adopt it, because your experience, you could be looking for a sign of a butterfly when your message is coming from music, things of that nature. And your ancestors, let's be clear, your ancestors are your own ancestors. Other than something of like reverence, a broad statement like reverencing them, making an altar for them, everything else is basically between you and your ancestors, because at one point these ancestors were living people. They are tuned to your bloodline. They were tuned to you. So someone telling you that your ancestors are mad at you because A, B, C, and D, that may not be necessarily the case, unless you have some, hired spiritual worker. But even still, your ancestors are attuned to you. They're your own. They know who you are. They know how your demeanor is. They know things that you'll do, before you do them. So it is completely up to you and your ancestors, and you really have to realize and stop it. You have to really start to appreciate the small things within your journey. A lot of times we're looking for the big, grand, aha, when we're missing the small little details, and those are the little blessings. Self-discovery about yourself, evolutions, things of that nature. So one thing we have to keep in mind is that your spiritual growth and your journey and the speed is your own. Your ancestors, they are your own. Reverence them how you see fit, what they tell you, and your shadow work also looks different from the next person. We all have different things that we need to attune to. So it's really hard to really find ourselves in a sea of asking so many questions and people telling you should do this, you better do this. No. It's what you're drawn to. It's what you're pulled to. And you just ask these questions and be mindful of how much you share, you guys. Because your discretion is key. And so if you're telling everybody your work, they know how to work against you. If you're telling everybody your weaknesses on social media, they know how to work against you. Though there are people you should trust, of course. But you just got to be mindful. The journey is new. It's fresh for everybody. So you just have to be careful.